Guys, in this video, something that I've been thinking about is there's a lot of things I want to talk about, and I'm even even for school with like writing, right? Legitimately, I'm like writing a book almost. We'll see how it goes. Perspectives from a 16-year-old. When it's published, if it is, might be 17 or 18, and my colic is starting to go up. But anyway, I'm kind of just touching on different areas in life that I'm thinking about, whether it be attitude or time use or money, or being present, right? All that sort of stuff. And just like those good things. And even then sub topics within them. But anyway, today I was thinking about being present, right? Because shoot, I don't wanna like grind. Again, quotes, like everything. Like terms like labeling is so powerful. It's so impacting. But anyway, do you want to grind and just like suffer for some decades or even some years just so I can get to the top or get high or something and then live after that or whatever, right? I want to be present and enjoy the journey, right? And so because not only I'm a Christian, and again my focus shouldn't even be on money and things. I'm hoping that this is just within. I'm not overreaching this, which I might be somewhat setting this up as an idol, but anyway, try not to, and the Lord's gonna help me. But anyway, as of right now, within this, I'm just specifically business related, right? Because need to back up. I sometimes have a proclivity to feeling stressed out about calls or about expectations or things like that, right? And if I really think about it, I think about, well, number one, the calls, I'll just, I got either beat on live, be ready in case the lead calls and I need live transfer, or I need to be ready in case the lead calls and then I'll have to go cold call some new business owners to get that lead live transferred, or I need to follow up with the business owner, or I need to make new prospecting calls, which is I already mentioned that, or I have an upcoming Zoom close, right? That's pretty much it. And so if you think about the call aspect, what's really sweet is that there's actually not a lot of time spent. And it doesn't appear right now that I'm having the best quality reps. So it's only going to go up from here. I'm willing to take the action, which is step number one, right? But in regards to the calls themselves, I have a proclivity to feeling stressed out, right? And everyone says that. And I do as well. And what's the thing though is I really shouldn't be. As a Christian, that's not good. Should not worry. But then within the business, if I just really think about it, okay, what things possibly stress me? What could go wrong? Okay. What things stress me? I'd say right now the number one thing is when my business partner loses money on me. That's literally not one thing. Because I'm in this thing, for real. I could get my fanny handed to me for the next 6 months, for the next year, and I'd still be in it. I literally have to be. Now that I've committed with Digital Landlords, I'm going to continue this opportunity with Nicholas Jeffrey Wood. Thank you very much. But here. Need some more water. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, yeah, that's my biggest stressor right now. And if I think about that, number one, he knows the risk, and I still don't want it to happen, even if it's a 49% chance it happens. So he knows the risk for number one. So to make the decision in the end, so it is on him. I'm not saying it doesn't matter, because he is putting money, investing it in me, resources that he's been able to provide. It's been really helpful, right? Giving me a chance. He's put my foot in the door. He's literally fast-tracked me like years. Dang, I haven't really thought about that. But I don't care what he's done or what he does. I'll appreciate him for that. Anyway, but, because, like, that kind of stresses me out, like, man. But then, so he already knows. But number two, I will take care of him as well. Right? And that, again, all I need to do, I'm just focusing on the sales process now. That's it. It's super simple. Now as I put in more reps and do more study, it's studying and practice. No, it's study, practice, implementation. That's it. Studying is reading books, podcasts. Studying is reviewing reviewing recordings, whether it be role play or whether it be real. Practice is role play. Practice is pitching in the mirror, like practice, like drilling, rehearsing. And the third one is real world implementation, right? And all three build each other up, because the third one is the most costly, but I would probably say that it's the most valuable if it is in context or built upon, or I guess no, because you can really learn a lot from just doing it, but you're going to save a lot of time and money if you can get formal understanding of it, including massive action, right? I'm not saying make a call a day or whatever, and then just dissect it. Like, no, put in the reps, make as many calls as you can, right? That's good. Fail forward. Okay. Build that up with studying of sales, of psychology, of pitching, of closing, prospecting, setup, all that sort of stuff. Mixing it with rehearsing, with drilling in, like getting your scripts down, getting your objections and questions and responses, RDRs. And then like practicing in the mirror, pitching, recording, and then real world implementation, like all three of those. And I'm kind of getting off track here, actually. This was about, and so I'm saying that with Guy, with my business partner, that, that we're moving forward. It might be slower than we think. He might lose money for a few months. I'm not saying he is, but even if I'm saying that he's agreed, and the number two, I know also within me, even if it's not as fast as I want, that I'm going to take care of him. Because I'm in it for me, and he will. The only way for me is the only way that I will make money is if he makes money, right? So I just need, like, bro, chill. It's okay. Like, we're going to do it. Don't get so stressed out about it. I appreciate him. I feel indebted to him, right? But I'm just going to keep showing up, stay positive, keep moving along, stay focused. It's not going to be perfect. But yeah, things are going good. So enjoy the journey. And so, yeah, now with that, it's like, and then kind of now going back to the enjoying the journey, I'm talking about my particular stressor is mainly that he'll lose money. That's it. And I mean, yeah, I don't want that to happen. It's not my money. Of course, if he is out or like, hey man, calls me tomorrow, bro, I've lost too much money, I'm trying something else, something just happened or whatever, and then we're out. And even the couple deals we have now, which are sort of deals, I'm going to be secure myself with Nick. Even if I need to borrow money from my brother or things like that, or talk to Nick, like I'm secure. I'm okay. And I just want the results faster. I want to take care of him because of what he's done for me, and I just feel grateful. Anyway, but now back to enjoying the journey. So Hormozi talks about it. I think it says the grandfather model, and I think I mentioned this, but it's just so powerful. Like, appreciate this moment. Like, bro, you're 16. This moment right here that's struggling, that's frustrating you, or like, this is going wrong, this is going wrong. Like, dude, chill. It's okay. Like, you're going to wake up in 60 years, be like, man, I remember when I was young. And as a Christian, I'm hoping, like, and I guess Christian or not, but especially as a Christian for me, that I'll be even happier. Well, not happier, but just not be nostalgic, right? Want to be grateful for the new opportunity, like the new day in the Lord, and that is part of his plan. But I'll look back on this and be like, wasn't that cute? Or something like that. Or I remember, Aaron, do you remember when you would get so stressed out about those calls? Or do you remember when you were struggling for the first couple months, for the first year, to get in the rhythm with the sales process? Do you remember that? And I look back on that, and it's impacting now. I mean, it is, but it's going to be okay. And so this is just helpful for me to voice out, like, really, don't just try to avoid or push through. I mean, yeah, like, this is getting hard, and that's relative for me, right? I mean, this is dandelions compared to some people. Well, I would assume compared to a lot of people, right? But for me, it's kind of relative. Like, this is a lot for me, right? And so, and then even within that, it's kind of relative according to what I label as hard. But nonetheless, it's going good, and I'm thankful. I'm just going to continue to live each day to try to live out the first and second commandment. And even with this, if there's something that I need to make an adjustment on, within the business model, if something happens and, like, again, business partner is out or whatever, it's gonna be okay. I mean, it really is. Like, that's okay. I mean, yeah, it'd be disappointing, like, a lot, but it seems like when you identify the negatives or the worst case scenarios, you disarm their hold on your mental state of what if. I'm saying, like, think about that right now. Like, wow, okay, shoot. Okay, let's move on. It's okay. And I don't think that's going to happen. I don't want that to happen. But, like, man, that's interesting. When you identify the negatives, the worst case scenarios, even if they, like, are bad, and again, that's a bit relative, but, like, even if it's really bad, you kind of disarm their hold on the back of your mental mind. That's a really interesting thought. I mean, we all... So, I mean, I don't like to be negative or, like, worst case scenario. But just for me, it seems like it's helpful. And I would say something important is that not everything works the same for everyone, and not everyone's the same, and that some things work for some people and don't for others, and vice versa, right? And so, at least for now, by identifying the potential negatives, it's like, yeah, that's okay. I know I'm staying focused. I'm not going to use it as an excuse to let things happen that shouldn't have happened that I had control over, right? And I'm learning about ownership and responsibility and accountability. Not in negative terms, but actually liberating terms. As privileges. As strength, right? And that's just like, man, that's interesting. I'll definitely do another video. I'll do a video on that. But as of right now, I'm thankful. Like, I want to be present as well, and not, like, always be reaching up and more and more, and always have the same negative relative negativity or relative dissatisfaction day to day, whether it be I'm at $500 a month and I want to make $5,000 a month, or whether I'm at $50,000 a month and I want to make $500,000 a month, or $5 million a month and I want to make $500 million a month, or something like that, right? That would be a lot. Anyway. Yeah. Because, I mean, maybe that would make me more money. Like, I don't know, just ruthless, like, more. I might. I don't know. But I don't even want that. And now, again, I do want money. Like, I think I see it, like, I'm committed to this. I would not do this for most any other thing. Right? I'm doing this for money. I mean, I want to get wealthy, right? But in that, and so I'm committed. Like, I see the trajectory of, right? And so that's the whole point of doing this. I do want the money. I mean, I want to get very wealthy. Dare I say, well, I prefer, wealth. Oh, very good. Anyway. But, yeah, just living each day thankful. Not forgetting my siblings or my parents in this, and, like, their distractions or their burdens. And what if it is that maybe they take away money, but I can have both. And if I am to choose one, I will choose mom and dad and my siblings. But I have the balance, right? And part of me choosing them also is the money. Like, I see exactly where this is going to be, where this is taking me. and what this is gonna do for my family. Like honestly, that's the most important part right now. Like, what else am I gonna do? This is gonna help them. Plus, it's gonna set me up. Right? It's like, what am I gonna do up here? First and foremost, it's gonna help them. Then it's gonna help me. Or sideways, either or. Anyway. So that was good to talk about this. And I know that, like, well, and I'm thinking to myself right now, well, I could be drilling sales or rehearsing or this or that. But also getting the mental state and the mental clarity of focus and dialed in, where you can take those actions consistently and take a lot of them and take quality, right? So I want to do a lot of it consistently, have the lot be quality lot, right? Or have it be high value for the lot, right? And so this just helps me, yeah. And so this was good. Just kind of thinking. Yeah, I mean, I literally was hoping for in September. I'm literally here. In September, I remember how much I badly wanted to be doing this, and I am doing it. How much badly I wanted to be in Digital Landlords, and I'm in Digital Landlords. Let alone now working with Nick to some degree. And so it's just like, bro, do you see where you're at? Like, do you really see where you're at? Sense of stuff with my business partner. Like, again, everything could fall apart. Like, do you see where you're at? It's just starting, like, I've known about this for less than a year. We're going to be coming up on a year now. That's amazing. Now it's that we kind of have this. It's time to go start making some money from it. It's time to start implementing it. Right? It's kind of like it's kind of like we want to go to Los Angeles, right? So we drive to the airport or something. Okay? That was me with my business partner, with Nick, right? And now, and I might still be in a little bit of a training period, right? Where I'm still learning, getting better at sales, communicating, and all those things. It's pretty simple, actually. But now it's time to start. We gotta fly the plane now to Los Angeles and make the money now. So that's it. Just some thoughts. Yeah, I mean, Hormozi's got some great stuff on it. On labeling, and then the grandfather model. Like those two things I think have been really helpful. Says for him, and they've been helpful for myself as well. Yeah. And also, getting stressed out doesn't even help you make more money, right? I mean, I was thinking about that too. Like, when I'm stressed out, when I'm lethargic or apathetic or depressed, like, it's like, man, I don't want to make calls. Or even if I do make calls, the energy, the quality of those calls isn't even there, right? So we got to push through when we don't want to. Even perhaps the majority of the days we won't want to, okay? But you can almost want to not want to almost in that. Kind of seeing the journey and the path, right? It's fun. It's exciting. Grateful for this opportunity. I'm going to keep pushing ahead for my family, for myself. Right? So, yeah. We're on this thing, baby. All right.